Okay, guys, before we get started, warning: this subject may be disturbing to young audiences, even though this is a happy-go-lucky game. Animal Crossing, Aika Village, Dreamtown. If you would like to see Aika Village, the Dreamtown address is, let me see here, is 2600 0218-7298. Hope you got that. Now, let's get started with the review. Before we get started, once again, this story may be disturbing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. This girl, Aika, I'm just going to call her Aika, she has schizophrenia disorders, personality disorders to be in fact, and it's about the creator's life. It's not just some random story, it's a real life thing, and I hope you guys reason with that. Let's continue. When you first enter the first house, there's a birthday cake and a present. Of course, this symbolizes her birthday. She got a doll for her birthday, and the mannequins symbolize her imaginary friends that she would hallucinate from schizophrenia and her personality disorder as well. The present was her first doll, and she would hallucinate this doll talking to her just like the flowers would. Upstairs is her bedroom. She has many toys as a child, and she loved to paint. And she loved her mother very much. She had a pet dog and lived with her parents, which is why that is painted on the paintings displayed upstairs. When you're walking in the direction to the second house, it will start to get a bit ugly. As she grew up, she began to see things more differently and more scary. Instead of pretty flowers that used to talk to her, there were ugly weeds. These resembles how she grew up and began to see hallucinate things differently. It seems that as she grows up, her disorders did as well, and the slow and scary change in the environment in this town resembles this. You walk into Lost and Found, there are tons of beehives. Hers resembles how she talked to bees as well whenever she would talk to the flowers. And sorry if you hear like weird noises in the background. It's because there's a baby crying in the restaurant, and it's half sad, half cute, half annoying. So yeah. Second house we go. There's a maze. This resembles how her life became a maze as she grew up as a child and the struggle with the disorder she had. The signs represent running away. Also, you'll hear me mess up a lot because I'm reading this on a blank thing, and I'll speak really fast. When you finish the maze of the chairs, you enter a room and see all those dolls. Those resemble her toys. Because of her schizophrenia, she would hallucinate with them with voices. They would turn around from you because in her hallucinations they turned their backs on her and hated her. She hallucinated this because she is stressed out, especially as a schizophrenic. She will hallucinate bad things. As a result, she would hurt herself, whether it be physically or mentally. So from there, she hallucinated her dolls going against her as a way to hurt herself. At the time, she had no friends, and her only friends were the voices that she heard in her dolls. When you turn around, there are eyes on the walls that is looking at the dolls. This resembles her eyes. In these eyes, you see confusion, fear, despair, and anger. All because her dolls hated her. And it hurts. Upstairs, there is an Adam and Eve and a snake. She puts this in there because she grew up in a religion, Jesus Christ, and she would think that the reason why she lived horribly in her mind is because Eve, who she believed to the first woman born on earth, also the first woman to disobey God and take the apple. Also, I don't really like that much religious stuff. So, just saying, I don't really like that much cussing, religious stuff. I mean, no offense to religious people, but I just don't, I don't feel comfortable talking about religion. It's uncomfortable. Anyways, oh my gosh, there's so many things about disorders. She believed that she is being punished with disorders, and she believes that she was born at a punishment to her mother because of the disorder she has, and how she took it on her family many times. And in the basement, there was a party. All those dolls represent her imaginary friends, people and dolls. She hallucinated voices from the axes. The axe represents terror behind this disorder. It's like dogs' houses with berries because she killed her own dog. Why would you kill your own dog? Okay. Third house. Whoo, third house. She loves her mommy, just like I love her. I love my mommy. There are bookshelves and a doll. In this point of time, she's around her teenage. The books resemble how she would go around and read about her disorders and way to treat it. The sound you hear in this room with bookshelves resemble the scary screams she would hallucinate. I feel so bad for Aika now. Why would you create a scary, sad town and a happy-go-lucky I can't say the word, anamorphic, happy town simulator game? That's the accurate representation of this game. Okay. Let's see here. If you find what item it is coming from, if you notice, the more closer you get, the more high-pitched it gets. This resembles how every time she attempted to get closer to a treatment in her studies, she got very pressured and doubtful of finding a cure. The stress of all of this pressure and doubt made her screaming hallucinations worse. Aww. A room with the journal and papers resemble her diary pages and drawings. She looked at writing and journalism as a way to relieve the stress these disorders gave her. Upstairs is a room in her teen years. The paintings displayed everywhere. Sorry, my hand is hot. I just have to blow on my hand. Represents a drawing of herself. As an artist, she constantly drew herself because growing up with the disorders she had on her own and how she went against herself every time. She thought that loving herself more would change that. In the basement, there's a room. The bed has an outline of a person. She got ard. I'm not even gonna say the word. Just that. Number 4 on the house. The house is messy. This resembles how messy her life became. Upstairs, she crosses everyone out in the paintings because she realized that she went through all of this alone. What about your dolly? Okay, never mind about the dolly. Never mind. In the room behind the dresser stands the doll heads and the mannequin. This resembles her and her imaginary friends in her head went through this all alone. All the animals' houses have dolls because it represents how her disorders, the doll, got in the way of getting along with people. Aww. But if you notice one house which contains no dolls, all resembles her best friend that was there for her all through all of this. The only person she was close to. His house is space themed because in real life her best friend loves space. That's adorable and sad. And that's why it says, wow, Aika Village is creepy and cute. I love my mommy too, Aika. I love my mommy too. F you stupid doll and the disorders and schizophrenia. Sorry if I offended people. I'm sorry. But I just don't like those. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this thing. There's a baby crying. I wish I could soothe her, but I can't. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Sorry if this video was a little bit rushed. I need to make another video. Actually, I think I'm gonna make like 2 videos today. I don't know. Bye-bye! Oh, and also, may the Triforce be with you. I almost forgot to say that. Wait, did I say that on the last episode? Hopefully I did. If I didn't, I ruined the tradition.